I'm Hayden Phillips, and today I'm standing in front of an impressive vehicle, which comes with a remote start, a heated leather steering wheel, and large 18-inch wheels. Now, some of you may be thinking, am I standing in front of a BMW, Mercedes, or even an Audi? But if you take a closer look, this is the new Holden Astra RSV. Now, I've called it an Astra, so you're probably thinking, what are these curves doing here? And why does this thing look so damn good? Well, the thing I like about it is that it's German design. So this means that they've really taken the look of the car into account. Now, this model is the top of the range, so it does come in at a hefty price at $38,000 after on-road costs. But for what you get, it's kind of worth it. Did I mention these whopping 18-inch multi-tone rims that this top of the range model comes with? Now, these just look absolutely phenomenal, especially when they're clean. Now, under the bonnet we have a 1.6 litre turbocharged inline 4, which puts out 147 kilowatts to the front wheels with 300 newton meters of torque with overboost. Now, this is quite impressive considering it is quite a light car. It'll push this thing 0 to 100 in just under 6 seconds, which is phenomenally fast for a small hatchback that does 8 litres to 100 k's. Now, because this is a small hatchback, you're probably thinking, am I even going to be able to fit anything in here? Well, I'm quite a big bloke and I fit quite well. Just doesn't end in the boot. In the back seat here, we've got plenty of leg room here. As you can see, I've got the driving position set in my position, and I've still got plenty of room here to fit my legs. Now, luckily in this model, we actually have the bolstered out roof, which is really nice for headroom. I can actually still fit my hand in between my head and the roof, which is really handy for taller passengers. This being the top of the range, it also comes with remote start, which I think is quite cool because if you see here, it's a warm day, it's about 38 degrees. Now, what we can do here is actually turn the car on from outside the car. Now, while we're out here talking, the air conditioner's running. By the time we get in the car, it's going to be a lovely environment in there to sit in. Now, this is really handy because on hot days like this, the leather seats can get really hot. But in winter time, we are also able to have the heated seats turned on with the remote start. So in the cold mornings, minus 5 degrees, you can get in the car and have a nice warm seat to sit in. So once we get inside the Astra, we can really see the German styling come to life. Not only do we get German styling, but we also get German quality. As you can see here, we have a nice leather steering wheel, which is very soft to the touch. The dashboard, which is also very soft. Even the leather around the gear knob is also soft. The lovely leather glove box lid here we have is also leather and very soft, including these nice door plastics here, which are also soft. Now, we have this nice little thing here where you can slide across. If I get these mints out of the road, you can actually slide across and just gives such a luxurious feel here. Nothing there, it just looks nice and clean. Over here with the 8-inch premium sound system, this touchscreen has sat-nav, as we can see here, giving quite an accurate picture of where we are. We also have phone projection, so when you plug your phone into the USB port supplied in here, you can actually project your phone using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which allows you to do things like sat-nav from your phone if is required. You can also use the phone from here by clicking here. You can view your contacts, and you can also dial the numbers from there. And we also have other controls such as the audio, radio stations, quite a nice settings menu. And as you can see here, text. You can actually text message using the voice control built into the car, which is actually quite accurate when you're dictating what you want to say. I really like about the Astra is that they've actually supplied us with quite a banging sound system from factory. So as you can see here, this thing really does bang well. So what we're going to have a look at now is the tilt and slide sunroof, which comes with the optional extra pack fitted to this vehicle, which is called the touring pack, I believe. As we can see here, it tilts and slides, and it has this lovely little net here, so when you're driving along, you know, bugs and things don't actually come in the car, which is a very, very handy feature which we normally see on higher end cars. So because this is the top of the range vehicle, this actually comes with dual zone climate control, as we can see down here. So these little buttons here are nice and free of clutter, which I really like about the layout in this vehicle. So essentially what we can do here is, if my passenger here felt a bit colder than I did, we can actually get the it colder on his side than on my side. So that's a very handy feature when you've got fussy passengers. The other thing I really like is the heated seats, which we can see here. There's 3 levels of control here, and the heated steering wheel, which really will work for the colder months here in Tamworth, because it does get quite cold here during the winter time, unlike your coastal areas like the Gold Coast or Brisbane. So for some, probably not useful, but out here, very. It has a handbrake that's a little bit different to other vehicles. So as you can see here, it's just a very simple little switch that you can push down to deactivate and pull up to activate, which really saves on a lot of room down here. And Holden have even managed to give us a nice little stylish cup holder tray which hides all the clutter that you have in there, because in my vehicle it's very rarely used as its intended purpose, because I normally have things in here like my sunglasses, because that's the other thing that I've really noticed, is that there actually isn't a place to put your sunglasses. So I store them in there along with my mints, because you never know when you'll need them. Now up the front here we have quite a nice steering wheel to hold, heated and leather, very soft. The horn is quite small, actually about the size of the palm of your hand. The dashboard is quite nice to look at, as you can see here, but there's quite a few buttons on the steering wheel. So up here, this model has a touring pack which has the adaptive cruise control, meaning it'll actually stop and start with the car in front, which is very, very intelligent, as I've tested. The speed limiter here, this is to turn the speed limiter off. This is actually your forward collision, sets how far the gap, so if you tend to get near other cars, then it's probably worthy having on that setting, because it will get cranky if you do get close to other vehicles and it's set on far. Here we have the adaptive cruise control settings. You can hang up here the voice navigation, which is quite accurate. She's quite handy actually with other things, but you never know when you need her. It's very good for when you're driving along and you can't actually look at your phone.
Speech session ended. Goodbye.
Yeah, as you see there. So the other things here is to change your radio stations or the music. Here we have the things that move the display up here around, which is quite a nice colour display to look at. See there, my fuel economy, which has gone up since we've been sitting here. This actually turns things up and down, which is quite cool. It's quite a nice little feature there, easy to turn up and down while then you don't even have to look down. The blinkers here, as you'd expect. Nothing on this side like you'd think a German vehicle has, or something from overseas designed in Europe where the blinkers are actually on the left. Nothing like that. Wipers here, which are actually the wrong way around. They actually go up instead of down, which really got me the first time, because I'm used to other cars such as the Holden Commodore or even the Toyota Corolla, where you know, they're actually quite normal, and this got me when it was the wrong way around. Other than that, there's not really much else that happens up here, because it's quite clutter free and it's a very nice dashboard to be sitting behind when you're driving. Alright, so we're here in the Astra again. We're just about to have a look at the parking assist that Holden claimed to be as perfect. So right now the vehicle will be searching for a park which we can fit into. Let's see if we can find us one. Oh, yes it has. Alright, so pretty much it's simple as stop, reverse, hands are not on the steering wheel, and we're going to let the car park itself. Now, let's just hope to God that it doesn't crash. As we can see, my hands are not on the wheel. It's just time me to stop and drive forward slowly, where it's going to make a few more corrections. It's actually quite an intelligent system, this. Right, where we're going to reverse back slowly. Okay, and now parking complete, as we can see there. And that is the Holden Astra 2018 RSV parking itself. Although this is sitting on 18-inch tyres and they're low profile, it's quite a comfortable ride on the inside. You don't really feel too many bumps, you only really feel the bigger ones. And that's quite a bonus because really you want a comfortable car when you're spending $38,000. Now, for the money, it's excellent value. You have many things such as hill start assist in the manual models, parking assist, advanced parking, which we're demonstrating in this video, sport mode, which just makes it, you know, a bit more snappy. It holds it in the higher RPM ranges. Not good for your fuel economy, but if you really are a rev head, then it's perfect. It also has lane keep assist, which works very, very well on the highways and roads that it can thinks it's suitable for, because it won't work on a road that, you know, isn't safe for it to work. So it's a very smart system. It corners very well considering it's front wheel drive. It feels very comfortable, especially in this driving position. It's quite comfortable for just about anyone really. Like, headroom is very good even with the sunroof, and it's quiet on the inside. You don't really get much road noise even on these nastier kind of roads where the tarmac does come, you know, you really do get quite a bit of noise to come in, but it handles all that quite well. Now that we've come to the end of our video, I just have to finish off with saying the Holden Astra is just such an awesome car. It's way better than it was back in 2000 and even older than that, you know, back when the days when it was a rebadged Nissan Pulsar. So they've really come a long way with this car, and it's definitely a worthy contender for people in the hot hatch market and family car market. For $38,000, it's well worth it.